PJ recently. Anything you want to share?
Ernie, I was so impressed. This guy has the temperament that all greats of the NBA have. He loves basketball, and he
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. With David Aldridge on our sideline and with...
Hey, Kevin, you hear a lot about the chemistry on this Warriors team.
And thanks, David. Relationships come before anything else. Clearly, these guys like each other off the court as well. And as you approach that midway point of the season, Steve, the pecking order pretty clear. Is it possible for a team to suddenly kick into a high gear and forget what's happened the first half and be completely different the second half of the season?
You know, sometimes a tweak of the lineup, a guy's been out because of injury, or a huge trade can definitely kickstart a lot of teams, and you just start to play better. The one thing is when you start to hit that chemistry, that continuity, and everything is clicking, the unselfishness, yes, you can. You can have it happen in the midseason.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle, and it's the kid in at the 1. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
Shot clock at 5. Durant just inside the line, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Durant's got his first bucket in this one. Here's the kid, coming off a solid outing against Portland. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Towns, the screen, the shot by Butler, nobody around. Hands it from downtown. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On defense, Minnesota, fresh from a win against Portland.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
Now the pass to the kid. Towns, a screen on Barea. The kid, and the dunk by Towns.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Barea with 11 points for him in that last game against New York. Here's the kid, guarded by Barea. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Durant. That's good.
The silky smooth jumper from mid-range, a KD special.
Here's the kid, guarded by Barea. Stolen by McGee. Knocked away. Now, here's Barea. Tight defense on him.
Gibson is in there to get dirty on defense. His shot blocking is exceptional. Can't be careless around him.
Releases. Towns, no luck.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Barea, the pass to McGee. Green with a screen for Durant. Clock is at 3. Takes the 3. And that's good. Draymond Green for 3. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Towns, the screen. Here's the kid, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. First quarter play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Thompson for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Iguodala kicks to Durant. Outside, Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
Here's Wiggins. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Butler with the steal. Pass to the kid. From the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. That's 7 points for the kid.
That's great court vision by Jimmy Butler. Really seeing the court well.
Iguodala kicks to Green. It's Durant on the wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Durant's got 7.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
And just a spectacular play from Iggy there. Seeing a path to the basket and just take it off towards the rim.
And that replay is sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Here's Towns. The kid passes to Gibson. Here's the kid. He's got 7. And another shot. There's the feed to Gibson. Passes it to the kid. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the... Warriors.
And you can see how big a role the three-point shot played in their offense. They were determined to spread the floor and just kind of open things up through their long-range game.
Thompson against Wiggins. And Thompson kicks to Durant. And another 3 for Golden State.
And those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
What's amazing to me about Klay Thompson is his ability to take over a game. He just needs a few shots to drop, and look out. The next thing you know, he is in unstoppable rhythm.
No one covering. 10 points for him.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Durant dishes to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. As you look at the kid, he's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think. But there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And he doesn't have far to go to break into that top 10, but it's probably unrealistic to think he'll be a factor in the race for the Rookie of the Year.
You're right, has a number of guys ahead of him on the list. We're already halfway through the season. He need a monster second half just to be in the discussion.
And with Clay's shooting ability and size, it allows him to put up huge numbers, Steve, when he's locked in. We've seen it before in the past.
You know, just looking at Clay's resume shows how dominant he can be when he's on fire. 35 points in a quarter, 60 in 3/4. One of the scariest players in the league when he's on.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Here's Thompson. A 23-point game for him in the win against New York. Kicks it to Casper. Pass to Durant. From the top of the key, he buries it. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Here's the kid. 11 points in the game. He feeds it to Teague. Towns, the screen. Teague drives in over Caspi. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really one of the quickest guards in our league. Jeff Teague just puts tremendous.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Durant and Draymond Green. Talented forward duo. Thompson is out there with J.J. Barea, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. Durant kicks to McGee. A basket good off the assist from Durant. And the book on T, Greg, is to make him an outside shooter. You don't want him getting to the rim.
I mean, he's a good finisher around the rim. His outside shooting, although streaky at times, not bad, but not great either.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the kid in his last game against the Trailblazers was all business. He ended up with 22 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. We'll see if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
Minnesota leading by 8. Outside Butler. And the pass to the kid. Back to Butler. The 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Pretty good with the ball in his hands off the dribble. But now you're seeing the other facet of his game, the catch and shoot jump shot.
Green passes to Thompson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yep, that one goes in there. Towns has got his second basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
There's the screen. Green, the screen. Durant against Butler. Barea with a wide open look. Here's Green. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
Pass to the kid from deep. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
He kicks to Green. And here is Berea outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got his third rebound on the night. The kid, here's Butler. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
The kid passes to Towns. Wiggins dishes to Towns. Lets it fly. Another miss by Minnesota.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Durant in the corner. From 17 feet out. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Thompson against Butler. Over Thompson. No good off the back of the rim. Warriors trail by 9. Durant kicks to Berea. Sinks the three-pointer. Berea's got 5 points so far.
And this is the kind of basketball that Durant wants to play. Ball movement, hit the open man.
Here's the kid, guarded by Berea. Wiggins passes to the kid. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, Towns does so many things on the floor. Already an elite post scorer. But, Greg, one area that he has struggled with at times is his defense against other bigs.
And I think he'll continue to improve in that area. What happens with young guys, though, is oftentimes you're improved how good I am mode when you're young, and you lose sight of some of the things that help you win games. And I think that's one reason why he had one of the worst defensive RPMs in the entire league. But young bigs tend to take a bit longer to develop into great defenders, and I expect he will follow in that line.
A screen from Thompson. Berea dishes to Thompson. Green with a screen on Butler. And Thompson kicks to Green. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
You know what, I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just 1 made shot in the first.
Pass to the kid. There's the triple. And it's Durant with the rebound. Warriors trail by 7. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Berea. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 7 points in the game.
And the passing from Green doesn't just look for his shot, wanting to get his guys involved on every possession.
Here's the kid. 13 points in the game. Gives him the screen. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Sinks the three-pointer. Wiggins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
To the inside, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Berea, the pass to McGee. The dish to Durant. And here is Berea outside. Rebound, Minnesota. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
You know what? The issue that night, the misses became contagious, and the guys lost more and more confidence as it went along.
The Timberwolves have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bell's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. PJ Augustine's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. No good from Bell.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
The kid passes to Towns. Towns sets the pick for Augustine. Dishes it to Wiggins. To the inside. Here's Towns. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
They've been doing a lot of things right in this game, but something they...
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Gibson is the four with Towns in the middle. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. And it's the kid and at the point guard.
Sometimes before Thompson even catches the pass, he knows he's firing.
Here's the kid. Feeds it to Towns. Kicks it to Wiggins. Towns against McGee. Towns, the pass to the kid. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his third assist on the night.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. McGee is screened. Berea kicks to Thompson. And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game.
You know, last season, Steve Kerr once again having to miss time due to complications from his back surgery. Missed the majority of the team's postseason. But he got through the regular season fine, but it's something that has troubled him off and on.
And having worked with Steve Kerr here at 2K and other capacities, usually we get to rib him a lot and make jokes whenever we see him coaching. But you know, Steve, I speak for everyone in the 2K family when we wish Steve all the best and hope he can overcome these health issues.
I totally echo that, Kevin. Steve Kerr is just an NBA lifer. But more than that, he's a fantastic coach and even a better person. We hope to see him on the sidelines for years to come.
And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And how about the numbers on Draymond Green? A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 6 in steals and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yes, indeed. The D thought they had him, but he still found a way to get it done.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Gibson a screen. Butler on the way. Shot clock at 5. The pass to the kid. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's 23 points for the kid.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Second chance points are a big part of the game, and they did a terrific job creating many of those opportunities for themselves.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Berea. He's guarded closely. Butler against Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. Over Butler. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. There's a good screen. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Wants to get to Barea and does. Well, it is something that every NBA player has and usually comes into the league with. So, Smitty, what was your free throw ritual and how did you come about it?
Well, I think one for me, I have my mom and sister tattoo on my arm. So I used to hold those two and just to say hi to them. And then next, I had to take my hands and wipe the sweat to make sure I could get a grip on the basketball. Then take a deep breath. And then over and over, I would just talk about my high school, Michigan State, my neighborhood, and the ritual in my mind, and then take the free throw. So that was the things I did. A lot of guys, especially Karl Malone, I always wanted to know what was he saying, because he was talking to himself out loud, but not really saying anything.
Well, routine is what coaches always kind of prompt young players to get into, right, when they get to the line?
Yeah, for sure. And I know one time, Kevin, I always looked for that nail at the free throw line, and I couldn't find it, and it seemed like it threw me off.
Outside Butler. The feed to Wiggins. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Something went on in that locker room. They've come out aggressive, but also extremely focused.
Now, here's Barea. He's got 11. On the wing, Green. His three-pointers off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's the kid, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Barea dishes to Green. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got his 5th assist in this one. Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's the kid. He's got 27. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And our 2K leaderboard up on the screen now, giving you a look at the small forward position and the players with the most rebounds per game this year. Kevin Durant, 3rd.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
This group, they all play big, and the numbers they're able to put up on the glass makes them so valuable.
They set the pick. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Goes up the baseline. Jump shot is good that time. Durant's got 18 points.
Thompson always keeping his eyes up, looking for his teammates at all times.
The kid passes to Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Fades. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
They're running. There's the lob to Town. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Thompson dishes to McGee. Shoots over Towns. Green kicks to McGee. On deep, Barea, another 3 for Golden State.
He could have easily been selfish there and taken the shot, but he smartly kicked it out for a wide-open look.
Towns, the screen. Over Thompson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. That's 12 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can...
Timberwolves leading by 21. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters, at the 2 and the 3. Draymond Green is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Barea in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's the kid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good. and more time for recovery, which is better, less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go, because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard. And I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the off-season. So I think both the players and league are doing a fantastic job.
Gibson passes to the kid. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Barea kicks to Green. Back to Barea. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Augustine with the steal. And here we go. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Barea kicks to Durant. To stop the run. No good on the shot. Wiggins with some nice D. Here's the kid. No good with the triple. Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Durant kicks to Thompson. Back to Durant. Green, the screen. Durant against Wiggins. Back to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper.
Thompson is one of the game's most deadly shooters from beyond the arc. Can't leave him open because he is just lethal.
Here's the kid. And with the new TV deals, we've seen players' salaries and caps certainly skyrocketing. What does that do in affecting relationships among the players, between the players, within a team?
You know, I think, Kevin, when guys are happy, obviously with their salaries, they play better. But I think also it can affect sometimes, let's talk about it team-wise. You have a guy that's not playing at the level that you thought he would be playing. Because of the numbers, it's going to be harder and harder to move some of those guys. Then you have a guy that's playing better than a guy that's making a lot of money. He's going to expect, and some of these teams are not going to be able to play, so you're going to see a lot of movement. And back in our day, Kevin, my day, you didn't see that much movement. Because of these skyrocketing salaries, I think now it's going to be more and more movement.
And you know, Steve, with the new deal signed between players and the league, it'll be, I think, easier for teams that have drafted and developed a player now to keep that player and not lose them to more money to another team.
You're totally right. I think guys getting drafted and they can play, they will definitely be there for years and years because they can make the most money with their teams respectively. Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
Outside Durant. Green, the screen. Durant dishes to Green. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
When you get the rock to Green down low, he is a wrecking ball, using his body and arm so well.
And here's Augustine. Wiggins outside. And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there in his obvious play, that can cut the time, you know, because right now sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. True. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
Yeah, and he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
McGee a screen. Correa, the pass to Green. And Thompson kicks to McGee. It's rebounded by the kid.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Stolen by McGee. Durant up top, covered by Wiggins. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again, no good by Golden State.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
No good from the kid. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Green. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Green's got 4 this quarter.
That's just Draymond's shot. Even with the D there, it's too easy for him because of his size and strength.
Towns, a screen on Berea. The kid passes to Towns. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But and they just completely took the crowd out of it. That's how to get it done.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So
Hey, DJ.
Hey.
Great game out there. Look, Shaq and the guys want to talk to you in the studio.
Really?
So stand, right this way.
Oh,
Stand
what?
here,
Okay.
and we'll get you set up. Perfect.
That's good.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hey, what's up? It's Kenny here. You were just locked in from beyond the arc tonight. Can you tell us how you just were able to just drop so many three-pointers?
Well, Kenny, you know, I'm going to give you 2 versions. I'm going to give you the short version and the long version. Short version, I'm a good shooter. Now, the long version is that I'm going down as the greatest shooter to ever play the game, and this is just a start. So, Kenny, you need to go tell Steph that there's a new sheriff in town, and I'm dropping threes all the way to the hall. Now, I'm serious, Kenny. You got to go tell him that.
Well, when I tell him that, he's going to say, well, he's already in the hall.
He hired for me.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Oh,